Yeah.
It's been a long time. And Andy Reid's teams are especially good when they have a week off. And Travis Kelce says they feel more prepared than ever.
We've had the full game plan in for the past 2 weeks, and we've been able to, get after it in practice. I think just going into a bye week before the actual game, Coach Reid does a great job of just challenging us to make sure that we don't miss a day. We don't miss a snap. We don't miss a rep. And sure enough, I think we're as ready as we've ever been this week.
Yep, he's 26-5 off a bye. Speaks for itself.
Exactly. That's the best record for after a bye for any head coach since byes became standardized in 1990. He's amazing at that. But what is always impressive about Andy Reid is the looseness that they feel. He's so prepared, but it's not like a stiff prepared, like, okay, we're prepared, we're focused. Like we know what you have to do. As people ask me all the time, like, do you ever get nervous going on air? I'm like, the only time I ever am nervous about anything is when I'm not prepared.
Same here.
If I don't know what's going on,
don't make me ad-lib about something.
About something that I don't know what I'm even talking about.
Yeah.
Like that's when I'm in a bad situation. But no, of course not. We do 2 hours of prep call and then do another meeting with our producers. Like, we're very prepared for this. It's not like we're coming up here winging it. We make it look natural.
Yes.
That's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do when you're really prepared. I also have no conviction in my pick whatsoever. I have the Chiefs winning 38-34 I say that with zero conviction. This is one of those games, it's similar to last year, but I feel like even more this year, where the outcome really is not going to affect me either way emotionally.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for a good game.
Yeah, I don't want a blowout.
Yeah. I
want a good show Monday.
There's historical implications no matter which way it goes.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to a great matchup. So Deshaun Watson is hoping to be out of Houston soon. One rumored landing spot has been with the Raiders. So the honesty broker for America suggested that first.
Me. Thank you, Joy.
But Jon Gruden is not expecting the Texans to let Deshaun go. He said, I personally look at this as like a fantasy world. They have a new GM who comes from New England. He just went through a year without Brady. I think he has a pretty good idea how important Deshaun is. I don't think there's any way in the world they trade Deshaun. And if they did, the compensation is going to be kind of like the Rams. You have to give up 7 number ones you'll never draft again.
That's funny.
So, well, I mean, he is right about how much you're going to have to give up. Now, not ever drafting again is here's the thing. If you are, and most of these GMs are very intelligent people who understand the game, it's not exactly true that you're never going to draft again, because you can make other trades for other people's draft picks.
That's right.
And move things around. It's not like you're like, okay, it's not like the NBA. You're like, oh, I'm never going to draft in the first round ever again, like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
No. You can make some other moves. You can move some other veteran players around and get draft picks. If that's even what you need. Now, obviously, you need some draft, but you're not going to never draft in the first round again. There's ways to move around that.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Deshaun Watson. Like, depending on where he goes, you are in immediate Super Bowl contention. If he goes to the Colts, you are, which, obviously
anywhere he goes outside of the Jets. Anywhere. Yes. I mean, the Colts.
Carolina, I think.
Boy, he'd make him good. I think Carolina would be scary. McCaffrey and those receivers.
I don't know if it's... I think would need another year before they're in Super Bowl contention. Like, they're definitely going to make the playoffs and make some noise. But, I mean, he's really that good. Yeah. Again, also... Kareem Jackson said he's spoken to Watson a couple times, and Watson is interested in landing with the Broncos. So it's all kind of the same division.
By the way, I love the Broncos skill people.
No, I think it'd be great there.
Yeah, Denver's got good tight ends, good backs, good receivers. Denver's not a bad spot at all.
No, I like it. So the Cowboys are back in the same position they were last offseason with Dak Prescott in this contract situation. Never in the history of my career have I talked more about someone's contract than Dak Prescott.
And he still hasn't signed it.
And we get to this point of fatigue with it, and then it's like, nope, start that over. We got to talk about it again. He's a free agent, obviously wants a long-term deal, and Carson Palmer thinks that Dak should be willing to take less money to help out the team.
Being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, there's a lot that comes with that financially. So you don't have to be the top-paid quarterback in the league. They're a household name. You've seen Dak on tons of commercials and endorsements. You can make that same top-tier money if you're Dak and you take a little bit less. You can keep Zeke Elliott and you can keep all the players around you because those guys can get re-signed within the salary cap structure.
That was always my argument for D. Wade. is that if I get Pat Riley and I keep getting a Shaq and this and that, I'm in a state with no state tax, the most attractive free agent market. I'm not saying, guys, take what you want to take, but there was a point where D. Wade had made his money. Pat Riley was giving him such good players. I was like, you can make an argument when you get with these kind of iconic franchises in states with no state tax where you get, D. Wade had at one point like 8 commercials running.
Well, and he did take less money. They all took less money.
So
LeBron, Bosh, and Wade took less money to play together.
Yeah, so there are moments, there are times, Brady, a prime example, where, I can get a left tackle and an elite corner if I take,
because once you get to a certain threshold,
and you want
and you've won a title, you have your accomplishments in place. Yeah. What is the difference between making $40 million and $35 million? Now, that's easy for us to say, but there's other ways you can make up that money. Like, you're never going to make up that money, but you can get to that number that you want through outside sources. Here's the problem. Dak Prescott hasn't been paid, and he hasn't won a championship. And he was great, depending on your opinion of him. We'll call it good to make everyone comfortable, for his rookie contract. And they had the flexibility to do all of that.
Yeah.
And they didn't win. So if I'm Dak Prescott, you got to show me the money. Like, I'm on his side. Now, again, I don't know how I would do it if I was in his situation, so I'm not going to count other people's pockets. I probably would take less money because I would want to win championships and be a little bit flexible. And, like, what is less money? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's deals you could work out, to Carson's point. It's going to cost $37.7 million to franchise tag Dak Prescott this upcoming season. He made $31.4 last season. Carson will also be on the show at 2:15 Eastern, so we can
good
talk
stuff.
to him about that as well.
Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
Eric Mangini's got 3 rings, joins us next. The Herd.